Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome everyone to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist and wealth mentor. I am delighted. I'm very happy, of course, to be here before you on tonight. Again, we're just doing audio version only. Again, Fridays and Saturdays is audio version only, a part of the night show. And so I have a very special episode that we're going to be really delving into on tonight. Make sure we get this out to everyone, especially all of my wealth builders out there. My wealth building family, go ahead and get this out to everyone. I encourage you to start watch parties. I encourage you to share this on your timelines, groups, or pages that you might have, because I have a great or a wealth of information that I am going to be sharing on tonight. So go ahead and get that going. Watch party, watch party, watch party. Get it out there to the masses. And so I'm going to share a little background information about the podcast show in just a couple moments. But what I am going to do, what I am going to do first and foremost, like I always do, is I actually start my own watch party. I practice what I preach and I start my own watch party. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get this watch party going. I usually do it in a specific group comprised of women. And so I'm going to go ahead and get it going. So I'm going to find the group first and foremost, and then I am going to put the title in the message there. All right. And then I'm going to hit start. And then what I'm going to do is check the audio just to make sure that the audio is good. This watch party. All right. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. All right. So again, welcome aboard, everyone. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight, for this particular live show. This is a night show. I'm going to greet the ladies in that group. Good evening, ladies. Welcome aboard to this live show. It is a watch party that many of you may be listening into right now, but nonetheless, we are live. It's 9:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast of the USA. And I know that there are many people around the world that tunes into the show. But let me tell you, the goal of this night show is to empower leaders like you with the ability to win from the inside out, growing, number one, your influence, your impact, and your income. And I know, of course, it's the holiday season, and of course, it's a weekend here in the United States, so people may be out and about, so they may catch this as far as a replay is concerned. But nonetheless, we're going full force, and we're sharing this information with the masses. So once again, here's what I'm going to advise all my wealth building family members to do. Share this out, okay? And definitely start your own watch party, because this will be a treat for those who do truly want change to manifest in their lives. And so I have a special, of course, the topic that I have covered tonight: money attraction, money protection, and money expansion. One, two, or all three. Okay? One, two, or all three. You see, something is very important that we discuss first and foremost before delving into this topic here. I want to really help you to understand the importance of leaving a legacy. All right. Think about all that you've accomplished in 2019 or even 2018. I know we're really approaching the beginning of a new year, but think about all that you've done, all that you've completed, even the things that you have not completed over the course of this year. And then, of course, I want you to also look ahead. Look and see where you're really trying to go. What is your goal? And see, one of the things that we have to remember is that, we had a time in which we were born into this world, but we also have a point where we have to exit this world as well. And so what would you want people to know you as you exit this earth? Think about it. And that's what we call legacy. And my mentor, Dr. John Maxwell, he actually has a law that focuses in on legacy. And it's called the law of legacy. And I'm going to start there, but I have some important other things that I am going to share with you tonight. Very, very important. Once again, so regarding the law of legacy, John Maxwell, he says this: a leader's lasting value is measured by succession. Okay? A leader's lasting value is measured by succession. You see, the accurate measure of your legacy lies in how well you influence the people you leave behind. Again, that an accurate measure of your legacy that you're trying to leave, it lies in how well you influence the people you leave behind. Your aim should always be to leave an intentional impact on future generations, right, of leaders in your business. Okay, that should always be the focus. You should always aim to be, to be able to leave an intentional impact on future generations. Not just thinking about yourself here in this particular time, but also thinking about the future. Your children, your children's children, thinking about these individuals. All right. And there's some powerful people in the world who are going to leave some amazing legacies. You all know about them. Of course, some of them are celebrities, even Dr. John Maxwell himself. But I want you to not just think about them, but I want you to think about yourself. But here are just a couple of companies that you might be familiar with, right? Who are leaving a lasting legacy. People know these organizations because they're household names, right? Number one, FedEx, the Vatican, Sony, Adidas, MasterCard, President Obama, former President Obama's sister, and about 1 million people around the world. See, I'm mentioning this because all of these individuals and all of these companies have one thing in common. They have approved the message of financial freedom that can be obtained through a global money system. And this is a system provided by an e-commerce company based out of Germany. And many people are looking into it. They are open-minded. And all of these companies who have been around for years are connected and actually supports this money system. And so I'm going to share with you tonight, I'm going to share with you during this podcast 8 reasons why you, your family, and your business colleagues should plug into this money system. Again, 8 reasons tonight why you, your family, and your business colleagues, your friends, right, should be plugged into this money system. You ready? Hopefully you're ready. Here we go. Reason number 1, and I have to thank Mr. Mark Pyers out there because, of course, he really motivated me with this content to really put this out there. Here is the first reason. The product, a part of this money system, is 24 karat gold bullion. It's money, right? It's money. In other words, money protection. And there's so much I can say about gold, right? Gold itself. Think about it. Some people like to use it as an acronym, GOLD, that stands for God's only legal dollar, right? God's only legal dollar. It's been here for thousands of years. Just like silver, it's always been treated as money, right? And so with this money system, what you're able to do is simply exchange some of those paper dollars, right? Take some of that cash and save it in gold. And you can actually own 24 karat physical gold. You see, gold is a great store of value, right? Think about this, right? Think about this. About 1971 or so, you take about $1.25, right? You're able to get about a couple loaves of bread during that time, okay? But if you were to save that in gold during that time, if you were to take that same amount of money, save it in gold, right? Have about a gram of gold or so, right? You would be able to obtain about 30 to 50 loaves of bread, depending on where you get it from. Now that's value, right? You see, during that time, of course, you can't take that same amount of money and get that amount of loaves of bread. You definitely can't. Because loaves of bread, even now, depending on what brand you get, cost about $4 or $5 for a loaf of bread. But yet, if you were to take a gram of gold, get that gram of gold right now, you'd be able to get about 30 to 50 loaves, again, depending on where you get your loaves of bread from. Now, that's value. That, my friend, is value. So that's the reason number one. You can actually become an owner, right? A saver of 24 karat gold bullion. Here's second reason. Here's the second reason. Okay. You can now legally reduce and eliminate state and federal taxes. Did you know that? And you do this by allowing yourself to operate under the hedge, under the protection of a business. So when you start a business, it helps you to legally, right? And in some cases, depending on, of course, we heard about those companies that actually totally eliminated their taxes because they were a business. And so you have the unique ability to open up a business. And when you, for example, plug into this money system, you would have an official business that will help you to be able to write off, reduce, eliminate taxes and legally do it. Here is reason number three. You see, this money system gives you the ability to share with others, right? And when you share with others this money system, you will be rewarded with residual income. Residual. This is income that will come in consistently for you. You see, what can an extra $500, what can an extra $1,000 do for you and your family? Many people are talking about the holiday season right now. I totally get it because we're in the final month of the year. But we really should be having that opposite mindset of saving money instead of necessarily spending it, right? But you have the unique ability right now to be able to obtain residual income from sharing something. And I always put this out there like this. Listen, from the newest movies that are released, right? Or even those sandwiches at some of those famous restaurants out there, were you paid for sharing about that sandwich? Did you get paid for sharing and encouraging people to go see that movie? Absolutely not. But when you share about a system whose product is money, and you help others to be able to do the same as far as saving a little bit of cash and actually, of course, acquiring gold, you can be rewarded with residual income. You see, even for myself and many others, we get paid several times a month. And I'm going to expound more on that in just a few moments. So that's the third reason. Here's the fourth reason. The fourth reason is, you get an opportunity to save 1 gram of gold per month, right? And if you share it with others, if you share this with others and encourage them to do the same thing, right? You can earn up to 25 grams per month of free gold. Free gold. Yep, free. You heard free. If you go to other companies or websites, right, you won't have that same opportunity to get free gold. And we're talking about the same gold that countries use to settle their debts with, right? 25 grams of gold. You won't find that anywhere. So that's the fourth reason why it's important that you consider plugging into this money system. Now, here is the fifth reason. The fifth reason is this. You see, the gold, a part of this money system, is linked. We have gold linked cryptocurrency. You all are familiar with cryptocurrency. It can help you to build massive wealth in a shorter period of time. Most people have to work 40 years, right, or more to try to get some level of quote unquote retirement, which is a whole nother podcast, right? Realizing that you still have to go back to work because you may not have enough money to live off of. But when you connect with the money system, you can obtain cryptocurrency that's linked to gold, okay? Put yourself in a position where you have enough to live off of and more. That will be able to establish generational wealth. This is wealth that you can pass on to your children. See, this is the only money system that has cryptocurrency that's linked to gold. This means that this cryptocurrency can be turned back into gold or paper, those dollars, if you desire. And that will be optional, depending on what it is that you want to do. So again, Where are you going to be able to get that? In what other system would that happen? No other system. So again, it can be turned back to gold or paper if you desire. And that is the cryptocurrency linked to gold. That's reason number 5. Here is the 6th reason why you should be plugged into this money system. This system provides free mentorship and training. In most cases, depending on the companies you connect with, mentorship comes with a price. It comes with a price. You may have to pay a couple $1,000s to get mentorship. And we get mentorship. We receive, empowerment from millionaires and multimillionaires and even billionaires. We have a partner, a CEO, Dr. Harold Constantine Zeitz. He will get on a line and he would encourage and empower. He would take the time to definitely empower those who he is plugged into, right? And connected to. And so I can honestly and proudly say, and as well as all others who are plugged into the money system, we have a friend who is a billionaire. And so on a weekly and even, of course, a daily basis, we have mentorship, we have training and calls that can help you to understand more about this money system. And it's free. So that's the 6th reason why you should be plugged into this money system. Now, here is the 7th reason why I want to encourage you to think about this money system, and that is you can obtain multiple streams of income. How many of you have at least those 7 streams of income that most people talk about that a person would need and to truly, really build wealth, right? How many of you have multiple streams of income? Okay, to potentially, be able to build massive wealth, you need multiple streams of income. And a lot of people think that they have to go outside to like multiple different companies to be able to obtain multiple streams of income. But let me share something with you. Connected to the money system, when you plug into this money system, we already have multiple streams of income under one roof. So you don't have to go to a health and wellness company. You don't have to go to a travel company. You don't have to go to, clothing companies. You don't have to go to all these different companies because under one umbrella, there is multiple streams of income. And here is the potential. Here's the potential. It's going to blow your mind. You ready for this? You ready? You can potentially earn up to $1 million per week. $1 million per week. I hope y'all caught that. $1 million weekly. And this is under one roof, the money system. So that's the 7th reason why I want to encourage you to plug into the system. Now, here's the final reason. Reason number 8. Here is the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons, because, it's a no-brainer. There is no startup or mandatory monthly fees. No monthly, no startup fees. You're not asked to take out your credit card. You're not asked to give your social security number. So there's no fees to start up or to get plugged into this money system. So while everyone, of course, is out there, you're focusing in on the holidays and different things of that nature, listen, you still can plug into the money system. You see, FedEx, the Vatican, Sony, Adidas, MasterCard, President Obama's sister, and about up to 1 million other people around the world have plugged into the system. So the biggest question that you have to ask yourself, even now, is, why haven't I plugged in? Why have I not obtained a link to plug into a system that can help you to become extremely wealthy within the next 3 to 5 years? 3 to 5 years. You can be one of those 20,000 millionaires that Dr. Zeitz is planning to create. But all you would need to do is request by way of messenger, inbox, as some people call it, or get back with the person that shared this stream with you and ask them, hey, How can I get plugged into this free money system? You see, FedEx was not skeptical. The Vatican was not skeptical. Sony, Adidas, MasterCard, the list goes on. And a lot of times we use, of course, the reasonings for not plugging in, but we all know that it's just excuses. It's excuses not to look into it, not to even think about it. But the truth of the matter is, if the vehicle that you were plugged into was really enabling you to build wealth and causing you to become wealthy, wouldn't it have done so by now? Shouldn't you have been wealthy if you have that job? Shouldn't you have been wealthy if you had that other vehicle or that other opportunity? You should have been wealthy by now. And so I want to encourage you to definitely have an open mind. Consider these 8 reasons why you should be plugged into this money system. And of course, think about the fact that the research has already been done. FedEx has looked into it, and all of these other companies have looked into it. So when you begin to acquire gold with the system, you can begin to attract money into your life and bring in passive income. That gold will protect what you're working so hard to acquire. And that is, of course, that dollar. And for those of you who really truly want to become millionaires, multimillionaires, and even more, you have the opportunity to expand your money and have money work for you. And that is the power of cryptocurrency. It will grow in value over time. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show, where we were talking about tonight money attraction, money protection, and money expansion. Number 1, number 2, or all 3. Which would you prefer? So again, thank you so much, everyone. We're going to return back for the next episode tomorrow night around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, love this stream that you're listening into tonight, okay? Leave your comments below, inbox me, or get back with the person that shared this stream with you tonight and ask them about how you can get your free gold account. That's right, your gold wealth building account, gold savings account, whichever you want to name it, that's what it is. It is a savings account and it's absolutely free. All right. So again, thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow night. So until the next time that we come together again, I want to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.